This video is sponsored by Xtiles.
Personal knowledge management. You've probably seen it in videos before. It's been popularised in the book Your Second Brain by Tiago Forte, which is a great book, by the way. Sometimes it's called PKM. This is the Note Air 2 Plus, and this is really the perfect tool for personal knowledge management. The more I get to know the Boox Note Air 2, the more I like it. It really is the best for learning, for thinking, for planning, for production. I think it might be the best of the current crop of Eink tablets. In this video, I'm going to describe a workflow of how I use it for planning and organising my thoughts, for my weekly plans and for productivity. It's got a really rich set of features, and once you get used to them, they can really supercharge your work processes. Today, I'm going to showcase a new player in the productivity and personal knowledge management space. This is today's video sponsor, Xtiles. Xtiles is an app that will let you connect your learning and ideas to production, and it'll be the hub for all your work on a project across platforms. More on that later on in the video. Boox devices are really centered around two apps, the note-taking app and the reader. Although why it's only the note-taking app that synchronizes to the cloud is beyond me. The real powerhouse of Boox is Reader. For my planner, what I do is I make a template in Word, it's all hyperlinked, and I export it as a PDF. And this allows me to navigate around the week, and I can just make notes where in the week that thing is going to have to happen. For any academic learning, for any reading, I'm always in Reader. Usually I'm using the really powerful reading and annotation tools. There are two main ways that you can make notes in Reader. You can scribble and you can annotate. But it's after this that you can export your notes in a multitude of different ways. The annotation export gives you the text you've highlighted and the note that you've made. And the Scribble Export gives you every page that you've scribbled on, including the scribbles. And you can then use optical character recognition or handwriting recognition if you want to have those notes searchable. Although don't expect it to manage your scruffiest handwriting perfectly every time. Another feature I love though is that in Reader you can have a notebook which is linked to that book. And you can use split screen mode to keep a set of notes which is just for that one reading. And if you wish to, you could use OCR on that later to make that notepad searchable. So these exported annotations from your PDF, you can then move them into your personal knowledge management system. Or of course, you could export those into a desktop publisher or whatever productivity suite you need to use for your project. And this is the brilliance of having a full Android system with Google Play Store, like the Note Air 2, is that whichever app you use to organize your thoughts, you can be sure that it will work here on the Note Air 2. And you can link the notes you made while reading into your PKM. So thanks once again to Xtiles for sponsoring this video. This is what I'm using here now to read off the script. For anyone who enjoys visual boards for planning, this is a really powerful and versatile PKM tool. For instance, for project management, you could organize a board like a Kanban board. Designers could organize a board like a mood board. You can get quick ideas down like a spider diagram or conduct a SWOT analysis. It's a place to gather research and to move that research into fruition. It's a home for all your projects from inception into production. And it's really easy to use. I'm going to use this now for several of my new work projects, and I'll feedback exactly how I used Xtiles. What's more, Xtiles is free and you can use it right now from the link below in the description. See for yourself, you won't need to pay anything until you need to go beyond 1,000 blocks of text or upload files bigger than 10 megabytes. Back to the Note Air 2, this is where Xtiles comes into the workflow. You've done some reading, you've done some learning, and now you want to feed that new knowledge into your next project. You take the annotated PDF and import the highlights, the notes, the annotations and scribbles into Xtiles, and then you can allow them to drive your new ideas forward. So Xtiles is the link between this amazing thinking tool and this productivity powerhouse in your study or your laptop bag. If you want to know more about this amazing device, then watch this next. If you want to know more about Xtiles, then find the link in the description or wait for my full video where I give you an overview of how Xtiles works.